If you enjoy listening to inspirational stories from people just like us, facing the fear and doing it anyway, then you're in the right place. My name is Claire Hill, and this is the No Rest for the Vivid podcast. Hello, welcome to another episode of No Rest for the Vivid. Thank you very much for choosing me to listen to another solo episode. And today I'm sharing with you the fact that my business is 3 years old. Vivid Wire is 3 years old. And I'm really super proud of the fact that it is 3 years old. And I'm celebrating. I actually, in my heart, probably celebrate the fact that I've had a business for 3 years over my own body being alive for 37. But the reason for that is I think that if anybody can plough on with a dream and make money out of it for 3 years on their own, needs a medal. So I'm giving myself one. When I ran my previous business, Violet and May, I didn't have any sort of scale of when I even started it. You know, I've just remembered that I did actually put something on Facebook, and I used to take all these pictures, and it must be the first picture. Would have been the first picture that I started Violet and May. But it wasn't sort of a recognised thing, because and the same with Vivid Wire. I was very, very much more aware of what I was going into with Vivid Wire because of my previous experience with Violet and May, that I really needed to get my shit together to make it work. And in the beginning, I started Vivid Wire when Jackson was a couple of months old. So even though I say Friday, February the 18th is a 3-year birthday, it actually started before the Christmas. So it is over 3 years old. But I mark it as the February the 18th because that's when I did my first Instagram post. Now, back in the day when I did Violet and May, we didn't have Instagram. We had Facebook, and there was, I had a Facebook page, but I was talking about this on one of my lives for the Vivid Club today, that I used to make all my designs, do all my best ones, and put them in this, like, I suppose you'd call it a portfolio. I'd put it in a portfolio case. And then I was sort of saunter, find these shops in all these high streets and walk in and say, I'm a jewelry and accessory designer. So Violet and May, I used to make rings and fascinators and headbands and necklaces and shoe clips, loads of stuff, loads. I specialised in sort of wedding accessories. And I used to go in and be like, so this is the stuff that I make. Would you like to do sale and return? Now, I'm doing that voice. I'm thinking actually it was like I was literally pooing my pants before I walked into every shop. Like, would you like to support my business? But back then it just wasn't. It was just so hard. It was so hard. So what I did used to do was Tupperware parties or body shop parties, and I would ask people, if you hold a Violet and May party, invite your friends around, but if you hold one and I come around with all my work, it was sort of like a mobile craft fair. I'll come around with all my pieces, and then you get a certain amount of pieces, like, that you can choose, certain value. There were always loads of people always wanted to hold them because it was quite popular. And if I'd go to fairs and stuff as well. But that was how I got my stuff out. Now, Vivid Wire, with Instagram, I just don't need to do that. I don't need to trace up and down the high street. And it's all about marketing, but it's more clever marketing now, I think, because you have to show your passion for your products, don't you, or your business through your marketing. And it's so much easier to do it if you're doing it in person. But I don't miss the legwork. But this podcast is about the most important lesson that I've learned, but I'm going off on a tangent. I do want to share with you this seed of thought analogy that I've sort of developed over the last few days. And I was talking to my niece about it. So my niece is 6. I popped round to my sister's and she'd written this story. And she came downstairs and she'd written the story about me and how I'd gone on this adventure. And I feel really bad. I can't remember the exact details. I wish I had it to hand. I've kept it. I'm going to keep it forever. But I just thought, how magical for her to think of an idea, write it down at 6 years old. It becomes a story. It then creates a feeling for me and her because she feels really special that she's written me this lovely story. I feel really grateful and loved because my niece has written a story about me. And I'm going to keep it forever. And that creates a memory. And that all started from a seed of thought, a seed of imagination inside her head. And I said to her, that seed needs to be protected. That seed of your thought, she had no idea, to be fair, what I was talking about, but I sort of imagined myself. And why do the thoughts of children and the ideas of children, why are they more valuable sometimes than the thoughts and ideas of an adult? And I don't know whether it's because they're coming from a place of innocence or not, but I've had the idea of the Vivi Club, and we were on our way to this cabin, Forest Holidays, as I said before, because I've been banging on about it because it was so lush. And on the way there, I had this idea. Now, I've been having ideas about doing a membership called the Vivi Club for a long, long time. Probably about a year. A year ago, I was starting the ball rolling on it. And on the way to, and I wasn't going to launch it until April or May. And on the way to this holiday, I just thought, why am I holding myself back from launching it? Is it because I'm scared, or is it because I don't think people are going to want to sign up, or I don't know. But this thought just literally plopped into my head as we were driving, and it said, you need to bring the Vivi Club forward because you can help more people. And I thought, oh my goodness. And sometimes when you have an idea and it just makes your heart sparkle, like your heart sings and you're like, oh, okay, yep, that's what I'm doing. So on top of my normal workload, so I'm not I'm not as organized to think, oh, that's an idea, but I have to chase it. I have to chase this idea because it's so important. It made me feel so amazing to bring to do the Vivi Club. And then as soon as I started thinking, okay, it's gonna start on the 1st of March, all of these amazing ideas for the value that I'm going to give to members came into my head. And I just thought, this has got to happen. This has got to happen. And now, and at that point as well, and speaking to my niece, I felt like I need to take ownership of these thoughts and ideas and protect them. These thoughts and ideas have come from my mind, and I need to believe in the value and the worth of my mind. So this thought has come up, and my only job, the only 2 jobs, is to protect that idea, work out how to make it grow, and do the work. So when I thought about this, I was like, well, I'm going to protect it. So protecting that idea, I need to make sure that if I have any doubts or any beliefs about this isn't going to work, no one's going to sign up, I just go, of course they will. You are creating a fantastic community. You are filling a gap for small businesses. I wouldn't be creating this community if I hadn't have needed it myself. So I'm creating something that I needed a year ago, well, 2 years ago, really, even more than that, probably, when I started, because we have got some people in the Vivi Club already because they've done the master lesson and they're just literally starting their businesses. So I wanted to create a community for any kind of level of business and to just be really simple, but always focus. The backbone of this Vivi Club is your warrior energy and how you create it. You concentrate on creating it so that you can grow yourself and your business. And if you don't do that first, it's very, filling your cup up. You've got nothing to give to your business. And goodness me, if you are a business owner, how much does it take to grow your business? So I wanted to create that. I was like, right, I've got to protect that idea from all the doubts and the limiting beliefs. I need to work out how I need to do this. Now, my best friend, Bex, has been, we've spoken about her working with me for a long time. She's on maternity leave at the minute. And so we thought, right, this is it. She's got to start soon. And she wanted to, because now I need to build the infrastructure to support that growth. So she's starting next week. And I am currently in my office. My son's already in bed and I'm going to be working till very late tonight. I said to my husband, I just need to accept that until the 1st of March when it launches, I've got to work very hard. And he was like, yeah, you do. So I just need to turn up and do the work. I'm very good. I don't work when Jackson's awake or here. He's either at with his childminder or his grandparents or his dad or me. And if he's with me, I'm not working. So but with these very late nights, I do try really hard. I mean, do have full-time childcare because we never changed it from when I was a teacher. But the childcare now is still term time, so it's half term at the minute. So I've got a few, like, it's a bit of a patchwork childcare this week. Anyway, I digress. So I need to protect the idea, and I need to work out how to make it grow, and then I just need to do the work. And that's the bit where you need the most energy, because you're like, I'm protecting it. I'm working out how to make it grow. And then I've got to do the work. This is really tiring. So this is why I make sure I take all my vitamins. I make sure I'm doing my warrior energy toolkit every day, because that is my duty, to make it grow and do the work. So, oh my God, but I'm so excited about the Vivi Club. It's literally the first thing I think about when I wake up, the last thing I think about when I go to bed. I can just see all the amazing people. I mean, I go to the Vivi Club that we've got 17 people in the Vivi Club already that have done the master lesson. And I'm just like, you lot are legends. They're just supporting each other and encouraging each other, pushing each other in the right directions, like working together. Oh, it's just so wonderful. I love it. Absolutely love it. But from that, I wanted to share, I think even though that is an amazing lesson and an important lesson, the biggest lesson I've learned from running my own business for this long, as well as Violet and May, so altogether it's probably about 7 years, and being an assistant head, but more importantly, running my own business, is that it's just a phase. Like if you're sitting there thinking, I haven't got many sales, you've just got to get up and keep going, be consistent. Don't protect your business from all those limiting beliefs and those doubts. Just is your duty to just get on with the work. And it does take a lot of energy. If it was easy to run your own business, everybody would be doing it, but nobody does. Because the one thing is if I don't have the right attitude, the right mindset, the right energy to run my business, I don't make any money. But when I was a teacher, I could turn up and I'd have a bit of a crap day, I'd still get paid. And that's the difference of running your own business. So it isn't for the faint-hearted. It's so rewarding. I'm never going back. I'm always going to run my business forever and ever. I've got a 5-year plan and a bit of a 10-year one as well. So I'm in this for the long haul. But I've even got a plan till I'm 70. But anyway, I won't. I love a plan. But that's the thing, is it's all a phase. And I was just thinking, like, Jackson's had a few meltdowns this evening because he's 3 and he's a teenager, and everybody who's 3 is quite a difficult age, but it's just a phase. And though I might get a bit pissed off or frustrated because again he's having another wobble, doesn't make it. It's exactly the same analogy as like running a business. What is the point of me getting angry and shouting at him? It's not going to make any difference. It's going to make me feel really, really shit. It's going to make me feel like a shit mum, and it's going to make him even worse. It's the same with our business. If things are not going right, what is the point of feeling shit about it? Like in the plainest sense, what is the point of beating yourself up about the fact that you might not have had any sales that week? There's no point at all. You can either work out a way to make more money, or you just carry on doing the work, be consistent, keep on keeping on. It is your duty to keep on protecting that business and doing the work. And it's just a phase. Like, how many phases do children have? And you're just thinking, what have I birthed? Have I really birthed this child? Like, he was so tired. When a kid is that tired that they literally are transported out of their bodies and they just are replaced by some slug alien. That's what he was like tonight. And I was just thinking, you're not, I'm going to love you. You look like my son, but right now you're not my son. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths here because there is no point in losing my shit. It's just a phase. You haven't had a nap today. Tomorrow morning, you're going to be fine. And I think that when you have that mentality with your business, the next day you wake up to a sale. I don't know how or what, but just having those good feelings. And I always say this to myself, and I've got this from Jen Sincero's book. I always say to myself, if I think, oh, things are a bit quiet this week, I just think, oh, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for this extra time I can be doing some new creations. And then I say to myself, money flows freely and easily to me. And then more often than not, that day, I'll have a really good day. It's just having that right mindset. I'm just always positive. The biggest lesson I've learned is definitely when you think things are shit, they never really are, like in a business sense. And I'm saying that, I'm a solo entrepreneur, so I'm not talking about a big business where, you might be on the stock market. I don't know if you listen, you might be on the stock market and lost all your money. But for me, on the bad days, they either make me stronger, they make me have an amazing idea of something new to create or another service. So it's probably why the Vivi Club came across like a day where I thought things were shit and they weren't. And you can change your attitude to it. You can change it. I literally can feel shit about something for a minute. I flip it, reframe it, sort myself out and carry on because it doesn't serve me or my business dwelling and being a worrier about it. I turn into a warrior. I hope that episode made sense. I'm sure it did. As those doubts creeping in again. But I'm a human being, I just keep on going. My job is to deliver you with rewarding content. Is that a word? I mean, meaningful content with value in this podcast that you think, that's really, I've never thought of it like that before. So if I have, please let me know. I love hearing your messages. And with that, I am going to crack on. I've got a lovely big launch with Jackie from the Five Folk Studio and Bertie and the boys tomorrow night. I'm very excited. Oh, well, it's tonight if you're listening to this tomorrow. And it's Vivid's birthday on Friday. So I've got to do some content with that. And I'm working on the membership tonight as well. The Vivid Club. If you do want to register your interest before I open the basket, is that right? Open for members to sign up. That's open on the 25th of February. So memberships to sign up, it opens on the 25th to the 28th, and then the actual club opens on the 1st of every month. So it will be the same every month. That's how it will work. But if you register your interest, which I'll put the link in the show notes, if you sign up, you then get a free mug and a notebook, which, I mean, could that be more appealing? I don't think so. Okay, my loves, have a wonderful week and I will speak to you soon. Well, I won't speak to you soon, but I'm sure you'll hear my voice soon. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for listening to the No Rest for the Vivid podcast, written, produced and hosted by Claire Hill, and music has been composed by my brother, Bill Vidler.